So he said when you lose one, he said there's a good chance the more will follow. It's not a quick fix, it's going to need to be rebuilt or whatever.
I'm going to make it to Broome then.
Sorry we can't help you
Yeah,
out more,
that's
bro.
right. Thanks for the for the nice time.
Yeah, that's been good fun.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Now I've made it back to Broome, and I've rung a couple of bike shops, and they basically all say the same. If I want to fix this engine and this third gear, it's gonna need a full engine rebuild. At least a lower engine rebuild, like the transmission. But then they all say you might just as well do the top part of the engine, because the motor has already got 80,000 kilometers on it. Now, if I'm gonna do that, I'm not sure about that yet. So the next couple of days I'm gonna be looking for some alternatives and checking any other possibility out. And otherwise I don't know yet. Yeah! Now fast forward 5 days and I found out that the gearbox of my bike is stuffed. It needs a full rebuild, lower and top, to get it sorted. Now the front rim of my bike is cracked as well, and they do not rebuild the engine here. So I ended up having to ship it to Perth and then do the rebuild there and put a new front rim tire as well on there. So it would all cost me way too much money. So in the end, at the end of the day, the bike is total loss. And that's very sad, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to fix this and justify it money-wise. So I have decided to make my way down to Perth. Now in Perth there will be plenty of choice buying a new bike. So I'm going to test ride a few bikes. Now the first challenge is to get to Perth. And I have actually run into someone who I ran into a couple of times already along the road. And he is doing one of these four-wheel drive tours with a big truck. Now he offered me that I can join him all the way down to Perth, which is a 2,400 kilometer, 2.5 day drive. He's gonna pick me up in a bit, and then I've sorted out my ride down to Perth, my drive down to Perth. Doesn't cost me a thing. Good company, and I can take all my stuff with me. Now I am currently in Broome, which is here, and together with Mel, we are going with the truck, following the west coast of Australia, and going all the way down west and south. And we'll probably take a quick stop at Port Hedland, then keep continuing west and go to Karratha. Now from Karratha we will keep going south, following the west coast all the way along, and then at some stage we will reach Perth. Now that will take us about 2.5 days, and then we have literally crossed all the way from the top of Australia, following the coast to nearly the far bottom of Australia. So that's the Cable Beach hostel, and I have had some luck today. I have managed to get a ride to Perth for free, nearly 3,000 kilometers. So I am packing up my gear, and I have to fit everything that's over there in this bag, and then grab my tent, go to Perth, buy a new bike, and then take it from there. us this. There we go. All the way to Perth. It is. How long gonna take? 2,500 kilometers, so 2.5 days driving. 2.5 days, and with a four-wheel drive truck. Let's go.
I've been trying to reveal it, what I've been so afraid of. Your coldness makes my heart go weak, so numb that I can barely speak. This pain keeps water in the sea. If I weren't so desperate to be free, I'd keep my distance, babe. The more that I know about you, the more that I want you, baby. They say that good love will yield the best.
Just up there on the left, and just relax a bit there.
Yeah, coffee time. First stop, Sandfire.
Shit, it's getting deeper now.
One roadhouse in the middle of the sticks. Good morning. Now Mel is filling up the truck behind me, and we've had our first 2 hours of driving. Now we're at the Sandfire Roadhouse and having a quick coffee and then continuing on. So it'll be a 2-day drive, 2,500 k's. And yeah, 2.5 days. Big country. Now, this is what the tour bus looks like. And Mel just took me on this ride. And that's where we're sitting. A lot of stuff in the back. And then within a few minutes we'll get going again.
I'm lost in a manic dream. It weighs on me endlessly. Your tenderness drifts in the wind. The depth of your love is a sin. I'll keep my distance, babe. It's all by design, blinded in the fog of love. Why don't you tell me, babe?
Cool. We did breakfast and at the Sandfire Roadhouse. Now we're gonna do another stretch of about 500 k's before we take the next break. And then keep on going to Perth. It's a long way to go.
Your art on the walls is a beautiful thing, but remind me again when you got interested. Oh yeah, I remember the night when you lost your mind. I was sitting in Matt's place, wasting all my time. You've come a long way since that night when you hit rock bottom, your skin
that's salt.
Yeah, they mine salt as well. So they bring the ocean water in, and they let it evaporate, and then they harden all these seeds. Just drive through.
Look how big it is.
Several kilometres long.
Yeah.
Like a big anaconda. And then the next town is Karratha, that's more the residential area. This is more the port. So I'll show you the big ass ships that are in here, the bloody massive. And if you're lucky, sometimes the ship will be coming in or out, which is quite a sight. So I'll park up in here, go to the toilet, there's a dome coffee, I can get a drink in there or whatever. But I'll grab some stuff to eat out of the fridge, get a coffee from there around the toilet.
Next stop, Port Hedland. Huge industrial area. And we just parked up the truck and we're gonna have some lunch. It's an ugly town, but nice to have a stop.
Where again? We'll get this soon, hopefully.
So what is up next? Fuel first?
Yeah, on the way out we'll do that. They'll be walking to the lions there. They have to run like fuck to get away.
I've been chased by coppers. You run faster.
The coppers, 13 kilometres to go. 30? Oh, for fuck's sake. We've only got about 5 kilometres still.
Seriously? Just the town then? Yeah, you won't get me worried. Right then. Straight ahead. You'll be there.
On the left.
Yeah.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure about that, but I know that it is straight ahead. On the left.
Gone?
Oh yeah, run out of diesel. 400 meters ahead on the left.
Yeah. You sure? Driving very carefully, just the safety. BP!
There it is.
Oh, thank fuck I was pulling your leg. We're fine for fuel. I was just teasing.
Yeah, I wasn't worried, mate.
You were worried. You were sweating like a priest at a Wiggles concert. Yes, you were.
No.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
Hey? Is that diesel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just jogging through it.
Yeah.
That
150 litres.
What is the name of this town again?
This town is called Broome.
Alright, see there, the truck. On our way to Marypool. Now that's gonna be the campsite for tonight. We have been in the car since 5 o'clock in the morning. And we will drive for another hour and then camp somewhere there. So it's 4:15 now. So at about 5 o'clock, 5:15, we'll set up some camp, make a fire, cook some dinner, and then continue on to Perth. Now to Perth, it's another nearly 1500 kilometers. So we should get there tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, depending on how it all goes in the morning and how late we leave. Because with the truck, that's probably a 20-hour drive. So yeah. All right.
All good?
Yeah. It is warm again, eh?
A little bit, yeah.
On a riverboat to Baton Rouge, hillbound like a rambler with them Cajun blues, rolling down the waterline.
come in it early. Capiche?
Time for a swim, eh?
There's actually
There's
no
some frogs here.
Just wait and see if someone else is swimming first. Make sure they're fat and slow moving. Can't go down there. Actually, if I was in the other thing, I'd drive down there because that's a good spot down there. Look at the lump.
You get
Come
through
on,
there.
you're trying to get me to snap an axle or something.
I reckon we'll be alright. Alright, everyone.
Glenn, come here.
Join in, mate.
Hey!
What is the place where we are? We are
Miari Pool.
we're at Mary Pools, and
Mary Pools.
we are
Mary.
having some dinner.
We've eaten most of it.
We've eaten most of it. What was the dinner? It was mushroom,
Beef curry.
chicken, beef curry.
Curry, vegetables, rice,
2-pot wonder.
It was.
and a bit of coleslaw, which no one's finished yet.
Oh, yeah.
But it was
Yeah,
good
some
dinner.
castle.
It's good.
Yeah, it was
Good
And
bush
some
tucker.
hummus and some
Yeah.
hummus was good.
And we did
you,
some.
And,
What we,
and a few drinks.
See bush beers?
and we did
It's
12.
amazing what Aussies can put together
In a
when
When
they
you
meet
come
each
together as a
other
group.
as a group.
With
Dingo
drinks.
beer?
dingo beer.
Yeah. Jack Daniels.
Doesn't get more Aussie
Red
than
wine,
dingo
Red
beer.
wine.
And what we did? 800 kilometers.
800 k's today,
That's a big
Yep.
day.
and
You're still awake?
nearly ran out of fuel. Had about a litre left before we fueled up in Broome.
Running on
Yeah,
fumes.
we did
We're running
about
on fumes.
30 kilometres today.
You did
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, about
30.
30. Yeah.
Oh, you've done
From
well.
Karratha. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have a few drinks and finish off the night.
And move on to what?
Cheers.
All right, everybody.
Cheers!
Good day, mate.
Cheers.
G'day,
G'day,
Bloody
mate.
oath.
If you like my video, let me know. Like, share, and subscribe.